Oh my gosh, I just let that spider just straight up bite me.
I am overburdened.
I was obviously not trying to pick up that pike, Grim.
I am overburdened.
Okay, that's my fault. I knew better than that. Kaleem's eye. Gross. All day we jaywalking. What is a bassinet? I just don't know what these items are. I don't know why I'm keeping any of this stuff. Because, here's the thing, I want to know what a bassinet is. I thought that was a thing you kept a baby in. The Flayer dungeon. Not to be confused with the Filet-O dungeon. I was going for a Filet-O-Fish joke, but I couldn't quite get there, and then I got real close to the danger zone being in violation of terms of service. What? I gotta run back first. Cast second, run back first. Kaleem's eye. Huh? Bone snap. This thing looks mean. Required strength. Nice. Well, I definitely want to keep a maul called the Bone Snap. This thing looks dope. I don't know who's going to use it. Not Grim, obviously. Grim will never be strong enough to wield that. Give me the golden thing so I can talk to Deckard Cain and he can tell me to talk to the potion guy. Coile. The ashes of Coile. Make me a potion, my dude. And then I think I just leave and come back. And then I can get my stats. I forget what I get from this. Permanent life? Permanent stats? Alright. Potionificate me. 20 life. Oh yeah, permanent 20 life. Slurp. Wonder if I can find a belt with some magic find on it. It'd be pretty sweet. I'd like that. Phoenix is saying that Twitter's going crazy about delaying a bunch of Marvel movies. For plague reasons? Or is it because IOTC's striking? Did IOTC strike yesterday? I wonder if Snickle's going to show up this morning. I gotta ask her if they struck. I know they voted to approve to strike, but I don't know if that then meant they went back to negotiate or not. I know I could look, but both of my hands are busy. This hand, driving the skellies. This hand, holding the coffee. So, I will never know. IOTC did not strike. They cut a deal of some. Phoenix isn't sure why the delays are. Just seeing headlines and laughing. Gotcha. I need to be in the Flayer jungle. Didn't we already get into the Flayer jungle? Yeah, I'm getting turned around here a little bit. Okay. I have a direction. I don't know if it will lead me to death or glory, but at least I have a direction to run. I, of course, always have to listen to all of stuff like that about conflicts between studios and producers and then folks who do stuff. You can see the bias right there. Just in the way I phrased that, you can see I am rife with bias. Is Decrepify just the best curse in the game? I would argue, maybe. It would probably be faster to do amplified damage. But Decrepify is just keeping my dudes safe and alive as well, which I do value. Even Terry, though Terry does love throwing his skeleton knife away. Are their feet constantly loading? What's going on with the buffering circle? Oh, that's the might aura that Azrael is radiating. In Nightmare, they radiate might. So that just means that they're inside the 18 yards of his might aura, and they're doing plus 100% damage. So all my dudes are doing double damage, and then thanks to the might, as long as you can see if they get too far away from Azrael, or if Azrael just runs somewhere where he doesn't need to be, then you'll see it disappear. But since everybody is a frontliner, including Azrael, they should, when it's combat time, everyone should be benefiting from the might circle. The only problem is when Azrael gets stuck on the wrong side of a river or something. And then Decrepify, I think, increases vulnerability to physical damage by an additional 50%. So, which is less than amplified damage. Amplified damage is 100%. So I could double it and then double it again. But Decrepify also reduces their movement speed and attack speed. And so I've been leaning on Decrepify instead to try to keep my army healthy. Seems like a nice exploit. Yeah, you have to get to Nightmare before you can do it. Because the the normal difficulty Act 2 mercenaries don't have a Might Aura. They have a Blessed Aim, the one that heals, or the one that increases defense. Constant passive healing, a defense increase, or a chance to hit increase. For some reason in Nightmare, that changes to plus damage, which I have, Holy Freeze, and something else, I forget. And then in Hell, it goes back to the normal ones, where it's Blessed Aim, Healing, or Defense, which I think are Prayer and Defiance, respectively. So, for me, the best mercenary I can get is the Act 2 Nightmare Might Aura guy. Bizarre. But that's doing so much because my skeletons are doing 128 to 130 damage base, and then that's getting doubled and then increased by 50%. The thing is, and this is where someone I'm sure has done the math, I have not, what order of operations does it do the damage calculation in? So there's, it's a 120 base damage, and then it gets doubled, and then their susceptibility to physical damage gets increased. But you have to hit first. Because all my guys have to make attack rolls to hit. And anyway, I'm sure someone has gotten under the hood and banged around on all the cables and stuff and figured out the very best way to do things. I'm pretty happy with just double damage. Double damage, and then keep my guys safe by decreasing the output of their damage. And then if there's heroes and stuff, explode some corpses and whatever. I don't think the Might Aura helps with my corpse explosion, which is, of course, a drag. But, look, obviously I want to have my cake and also eat it as well. I was really hesitant about putting Rhyme into this Unraveler head because it doesn't have any skills on it. It's like, if I could get a two-socketed, Unraveler head or something with some skills on it and throw the Rhyme in there, that would be a double wiggity 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 dope. And it would not be wiggity wiggity whack, which is what it sounded like I was winding up for. Right, so I have all 20 points that I'm allowed to put into Raised Skeleton in Raised Skeleton already. What I can do, though, is load up a couple of dead monsters. I need more passive points from... Oh my gosh, just a freaking legendary clown. To bump those numbers up. And so you'll see now whenever I get a skill point, I'm putting it into Summon Mastery. So I only get 9 skellies, but I'm going to make them as good as I can. And then if I can find some more skill, or if I can find maybe skills on an amulet, or if I can find the rune word to write Spirit into a sword, and a shield, preferably, that would be a bunch of extra skill points. Okay, I'm on the wrong side of this conflict. In a physical standpoint, not in a moral standpoint. Okay, just keep everybody decrepit, and my guys don't ever need my help. The fights I feel like take longer than they would, but I don't have to summon dudes. Hardly ever. Because I need to get, I think it's, what is it, like every 3 skill points or something like that, I get an extra skeleton. So I'm at 22. If I could get one more skill point, I think I would have a 10th skeleton. Everybody be flocking to Weehawken. When we walking tall. Weehawken, New Jersey, y'all. Right, these guys. This is definitely a conflict where I want to be very sure that I keep them decrepified the whole time. That's just such a great setup for Corpse Explosion. when they're big dudes like that, and they have large health pools.